everybody. We wanted to start off this week's episode talking about a new electronics brand that Morgan and I are obsessed with, and they're called Sudio.
Sudio makes headphones and earbuds that not only have outstanding sound quality, but they also design headphones as an accessory that you'll be excited to wear around.
So true. Morgan and I both got the Black Regent design, which are Sudio's premium on-ear model, and they're so cute.
So cute.
So cute. The combination of high-polished metal and matte surfaces embodies the vision of Scandinavian design. They also come with custom-designed interchangeable caps, so you can change them up whenever you feel like it.
Change it up for your mood. Regent are the perfect companion for anyone on the go. They will connect to any device that has Bluetooth, or you can use an aux cord that they also provide. And they also give you 24 plus hours of battery life.
That's a lot of life.
That's life.
Now, don't get us wrong. These headphones are handy, super chic, and contemporary, but they also deliver some of the best sound quality I've ever heard. They provide impeccable clarity in the instrumental tones, well-balanced sound, and definition.
Sudio also has a multitude of earbuds, from hard pairs to those nice soft ones that are great for people like me with little tiny ear holes and they get sore.
I get it. You can get a pair of your own Sudio headphones today, and if you use our offer code TheSistersGrim, you can get 15% off your entire order.
That's right. Use promo code TheSistersGrim. That's TheSistersGrimm. That's right, 2 M's, to get 15% off your very own pair of Sudio headphones or earbuds. Trust us, you won't be disappointed.
The Sisters Grimm podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Please listen at your own discretion. Tiptoe through the window.
The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
The most notorious serial killer in the nation, the Night Stalker.
The Boston Strangler.
The Son of Sam. The infamous Zodiac Killer.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Get away from her, you bitch!
Welcome to the Sisters Grimm podcast.
How'd you do this? Show you.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Sisters Grimm podcast. I'm Morgan Freeberg.
And hi, I'm Holly Freeberg. I'm Holly Freeberg.
Holly, tell me how your day went today.
My day was great. It's Tuesday, right?
It is Tuesday.
I keep thinking it's Monday. I went to, as you know, the two stores I go to.
The Dollar Tree and, I don't know the second one.
It's like a toss-up between a couple stores. Think of a genre of store.
Grocery?
Oh, I am at the grocery store a lot.
Who isn't?
I love a grocery store I can buy my clothes at.
Is this interesting?
No, but I was gonna thrift store. I was at fucking Goodwill.
Oh, okay. Duh.
Goodwill was it. I Goodwill a lot.
You're a Goodwiller.
I have a lot of Goodwill, you guys. So I was at Goodwill today. I actually bought a bunch of stuff, and then at the very end of the lane, there was a huge bin of stuffed animals, and they had a bunch of Beanie Babies in there, and they all had their fucking tags on them. And I had read about Beanie Babies one time, and if they're in the original,
yeah,
fucking,
the Princess Di ones are worth millions of dollars.
Well, it's more like 7,000, but we have it, Morgan, because
which one?
We have the original Princess Diana Beanie
Where?
Baby at our house.
In the attic?
No, in my bedroom. Special.
Shut up.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I bought it at a church.
Are we selling it?
I'm
tomorrow?
Gonna sell it. Part of it goes to Dad because, our church was having, because he technically bought it.
Right.
Because our church was having a silent auction. And I was like, oh my God, Dad. Because
I remember all the hype of the Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
Okay, Morgan, you do realize it was in commemoration of the fact that she, died? Okay, yeah. And so it was a really big deal.
Yeah.
And so her bear is worth the most. So, let me just explain some of the most Probably some of the angriest I've ever been in my entire life.
Okay.
The fact that there were first generation of some Beanie Babies that I was looking up online.
At the Goodwill?
And, I mean, it does say to take the tag off when, you give it to your kid.
Yeah.
But, it makes it not worth any money.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but I found
which ones?
Quacky.
How expensive was Quacky?
Oh, Quacky. Oh, you can get so much for Quacky. You can get like $1,000 for Quacky, but Quacky didn't have his ear tag.
Wow, dude.
Did
you buy him anyway?
No.
Ollie.
He's worth nothing.
Whatever. He's worth memories.
Nothing.
Let's get into this.
Okay, yeah, no. So, anywhoozle. So, this happened after I'd already bought this other stuff. And so, this is going to be gift corner. We can have a better name for it. Gift time. Holly has a gift for Morgan, so this is where
you have
Morgan...
a gift for me?
I do. I mean, it's
Holly,
a weird one.
You always surprise me in such
me.
wonderful ways.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. It's in the same vein.
Should I close my eyes again and put
close
my
your
hand
eyes.
out?
Mm-hmm, put your hand out. And
I like this game.
Well, yeah, you get a gift in it.
Okay, it
a book.
Feels like a book.
Yes, you're right.
L. Ron Hubbard, Dianetics, so I'm getting into...
No, open it up. I wrote an inscription again, of course.
Oh. To my sister, please don't become a Scientologist. Love, Holly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like a very good self-help book. I also have it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have it. It's just like any other fucking self-help book. It's just a funny book to say that you have.
Right. What is that?
I don't know. That's how you become a fucking Scientologist, dude.
There's just like a page in the book that's like, here, mail us your shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's that's to get the audio cassette version.
Wow, that's dated. Okay.
Well, yeah, dude, that's like when they're like, whoa.
Totally.
You got like it came out. Your version came out in 1987. Mine's like a really old, like a newer reprint. Yours is like OG. Yours, I think,
Scary.
was probably owned by. Look at the pic. Please look at the back picture of L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh my god,
that was when they spent their time on a boat.
I like that hat a lot.
Well, they lived on a boat for a period of time. But that's not what this episode about. No, unfortunately,
not captain's hats.
Although we have had several Scientology moments lately.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever. But this episode is about Eli Roth.
We're talking about Eli Roth, a great director of horror.
Great director of horror. Although I did read an interview where he said that he doesn't consider himself a horror director.
That's fine.
Yeah, and he's like, I totally understand how people would see that I am. He's like, I totally get it. He's like...
thrillers, too, and he's about to make another one that's like a...
Dude, that's totally... He's like, I made a thriller, and I made, like, 400... He used to make movies when he was a little...
Right.
He's like, I made, like, 500, like,
But he knows that he's, like, coined as, like...
Mm-hmm.
A master of horror.
Yeah,
I mean, he's in the Splat Pack.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, he's in that Splat Pack. That Splatty Pack.
That was, like, around that basically, like, the Saw movies and Hostels started that whole really fucking gory movies that started in,
torture porn, dude.
Yeah, like 2007?
No. I would... Well,
2005?
Saw was 2003.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
Are you okay? Such a long time ago.
Are you?
I remember when I watched.
Wait, hold on.
Well, I don't have to get into Saw right now because let's be frank, we're gonna do a whole Saw episode.
Oh, doy, we have all of them. Thank you to my boss. But are you gonna freak out if I tell you that I think it came out in 2004?
No, that's fine.
Not as much. Okay. Because you took 2003. Weird.
That's a long time ago.
I know.
I thought it was like sooner.
It's been a while.
I thought it was only like 10 or 11 years old, but it's like fucking 15 years old now?
Dude, it's the future. The future is
now. Eli Raphael Roth.
I know, I love that his middle name is Raphael.
Was born on the 18th of April.
So he's freshly 46.
Sexy.
Hot.
It's a hot age.
Hot.
46. 1972, so yeah.
1972, great year.
And
so many great things.
Boston. He's a Boston boy.
I think he brings that out in his Bear Jew character.
Ugh.
Because I think he mentioned something about the Boston Red Sox.
Totally.
I've heard that the word smuggler and burglar.
Smuggler
and burglar are like good touchdowns for
burglar.
Burglar.
There was a burglar.
There was a fucking burglar. I don't know. I had a TV and then a fucking barley came.
There's a fucking
and then you
burglar.
have to go out and then you're Mark Wahlberg.
Totally. So I got a lot of my information from the DVD commentary of Cabin Fever.
He talks a lot about himself.
Which has 5 different commentaries. And so his commentary, like his just director one, where it's just him, he's not even talking about the movie at all. He's like, I'll save that for, like, the commentary with, like, the filmmakers, like, with the cinematographer.
He's very interesting to listen to.
It's basically like a podcast with the movie Cabin Fever over it.
Which I love.
Cool.
I think I may have listened.
What? Siri, we're not talking to you, bitch.
Cabin Fever. Entertainment.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Siri? Okay.
A site called Fred.
Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know, but you know what
Scientology heard us.
Oh my god. You know what we don't have the rights? We don't have the rights for this podcast. We don't have the rights for this podcast. Oh my god.
That was so fucking weird.
What the fuck just happened to me?
Well, your phone is like a mind of its own.
No, you.
Okay. I didn't say anything about it.
I got my phone screen fixed the other day, and my phone has been acting a little goofy. I think
they put a ghost in your phone.
Some Black Mirror shit has been happening.
You have a ghost inside your phone now. Your phone's haunted. Sorry.
I'm just gonna put
Unfriended.
my phone in there.
Okay, so
Unfriended.
So in the commentary, he's talking about when he was younger.
Wait, are we gonna keep that terrifying?
Yeah, why not? Who cares? It was funny.
It was genuine.
It was. I don't feel like stopping.
I hope it at least.
Also, speaking of the commentaries, you need to listen to the one is just fucking writer strong.
Wait,
because they were trying. So a lot of the commentaries on that DVD are like
quiet most of the
spliced
time?
into people talking, but Writer Strong talked so much that they couldn't splice him in with anyone else, so they were like, "Here's just one of Writer Strong."
Oh, I see. I thought it would be the other way around. I thought he would be more silent.
And no, he had a lot to say, and because he recorded it by himself, I think he just probably thought he should be talking.
But I would fucking listen to that boy talk all day. I can't tell you how many,
Unfortunately, I lost my copy of Cabin Fever.
I thought you were going to say, unfortunately, I lost my fat material to Writer Strong. I don't know, dude. I'm in a weird place right now. I don't know what just happened. The Illuminati
are coming.
It's magnets. When in doubt, it's magnets. So, where are we at in Eli's Roth?
So, he went to film school at NYU.
As all the greats do.
And he won a Student Academy Award. They do those there in 1995 for his, thesis film, which was Restaurant Dogs.
Yeah, dude.
Which is a spoof of Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, and it's cool because him and
Quentin are tight.
QT, fucking collab
QT.
all the time.
That's really cool initials. QT.
QT. I refer to him a lot as that in my notes because I didn't feel like writing.
I like that my initials are MF, motherfucker.
Oh, that is really cool. Motherfucker. So, I have in my notes, I don't know if you do, Eli is known for having gory movies with gallons of blood, but
his favorite
blood
movie is Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
So.
And I also Bay of Blood, that literally has the word blood in it. But, real blood, he's like, no thank you. Remember that one time that I got my blood taken? And I started bleeding everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
And the lady was like, is she gonna pass out? And you're like, no, she's fine. She doesn't mind blood. She watches horror movies all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's their blood. I'm like, it's not mine. I'm like, it's a different story when it's my own
right.
blood.
See, I mean, I don't, blood doesn't freak me out.
Oh, my own blood does. Because I know that.
I mean, I've never really lost a lot of my own, so maybe that's why.
Maybe. It was a traumatic experience, regardless. So, also, I found out that Eli Roth has a group of fans that call themselves the Blueberries.
Cool.
And they're super duper into Eli. I didn't look a lot into it because they sound kind of scary. They, really want to fuck him. But
I mean, I might be a Blueberry then.
Well,
I know he's happily married, but he's also fine.
I think this was pre... I mean,
he won, most
married.
bangable director in, I think, Forbes magazine.
No, he won... Hold on, I have it in my notes. I think I just remember it off the top of my head. He won Most Fit Director.
Yes.
Hold on, let me find it.
It wasn't Most Fuckable.
He won the Most Fuckable.
Most Fuckable.
In July the June-July issue of Men's Health in 2006.
I get it.
He won the most fit director.
I get it.
Eli said that winning that is like winning the best dancer at a bar mitzvah. Like, who's your competition?
Steven Spielberg is sexy.
Young, like when he's like...
Young, but also still.
But like, also Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, forever and always. I also have that with the blueberries, they started like texting or like messaging him online a bunch. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking have cyber sex with all of them. And so he fucked with all of them and cybered all of them. All of these girls, just random girl. Like, you know how like celebrities get random girls texting or like not text. I keep saying texting.
Cyber sex his fans.
Yeah, just to
probably not still.
I mean, no, this was a while ago. I mean, I don't know the exact time frame of it, but yeah. And he was like, I mean, he thought it was really funny, and he said that it was a weird and interesting social experiment to do.
Why not? Some people do that kind of stuff. Some people are addicted to the internet.
But he said it was super easy for him because when he was in college, he worked for Penthouse as an online operator,
I know about that.
Posing as women, and he got a lot of his.
I didn't know about the
characters.
Messaging is
also I found
weird.
Yeah. Also, I found out that like in the early times of like, well, in the 90s at least, the only people who had access to the internet were doctors and scientists. So those were his clients.
Yeah, really rich people.
Yeah. And then he would do stand-ins in movies.
Yeah, he did stand-ins.
He was in Jurassic Park, Lost World. He just he crushes. He's standing there reading a book. He's uncredited. He's uncredited as Subway
in a lot
guy.
Of stuff.
Yeah, because he wanted to like see the process.
Mm-hmm. So before Cabin Fever, he was really inspired by Sam Raimi's Evil Dead. He was like, these people just like went out in the middle of the woods with their friends with like no money and made like a classic, and that was kind of what made him want to make Cabin Fever.
I see that. You can tell. I mean, I think we talk about that in the Cabin episode. It's kind of a little bit of an homage.
Yeah, totally.
A little bit of an homage.
But also, like, a totally different spin on it.
Yeah.
Because it's disease instead of possession.
Yeah. I read that he had actual... he had psoriasis.
Yeah. He probably still does.
And he said that, like, he would have outbreaks that were so bad, his skin would be cracking and bleeding so badly that he couldn't wear clothes and he couldn't walk. Like,
awful.
I know. Like, that's so fucking sad that, like, there's people who have to live like that. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's so itchy and
Sadderall.
Yeah.
Poor baby boo.
Seriously.
I hope they've...
Well, he also got inspiration...
From Iceland.
Yeah.
Which he still... I mean, if IMDb knows their shit, he apparently has a horse there. I think 27 people found that interesting.
Probably. Why not?
Why not?
So Cabin Fever was made for only $1.5 million. But overall, it has grossed over $30 million.
I did not realize that there was such a bidding war for this movie.
Yeah.
Like, big.
When it went to
Lionsgate
Sundance.
got it. Mm-hmm. Like, people were really excited.
It's a really fucking cool story, and yeah.
And he wrote it while he was, like, doing late night shifts for some other job.
Yeah.
Like, you
gotta make time for your dreams.
He was hustling, dude. And he was praised by Peter Jackson, QT, and Toby Hooper. And there was a porn parody called Cabin Fever, called Sex Fever.
Oh, yeah. And
he said it was super cool. The only thing he was bummed about is that they didn't invite him to, like, come see. Or, like, come anything. To the set and film it. But... It is that porn is playing in a background scene in the movie Hostel.
Yes, I knew that.
It's so funny.
Speaking of Hostel,
I have a couple other things. Do you want to do Hostel now, or do you have? I think there's. I mean, he loves the Olsen twins. We could talk about how we also do.
I mean, I love the fucking Olsen twins so much.
He had a continuous loop in a screening room just playing Holiday in the Sun.
Yeah, during the filming of Cabin Fever.
to, like, give people inspiration.
Gives me inspiration. Are you fucking kidding me? The Bahamas are gorgeous, and so is Mary-Kate.
Yeah.
And Ashley.
Yeah.
And all of their boyfriends. Megan Fox is in that fucking movie.
Play
is in that fucking movie. Play.
Yeah.
My favorite band.
That's crazy. I also read that he doesn't like trilogies. Like, he doesn't like Godfather 3.
He's never made any thirds.
Yeah, which is why he wasn't part of Hostel 3.
We'll get to that. We haven't even gotten to Hostel 2 yet, honey.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I didn't know what the format was. Sorry.
I mean, there's not really a format, but, like, you know.
I guess, like, save it for, like, when it happens naturally, like, organically. Okay, I feel you. So we're at Hostel 2006, right?
Yeah. He's never lost money on a movie. Well,
I mean,
maybe recently.
I can't believe it got a 66. I think it's a good movie.
Yeah, and it was only made for $4 million, and it grossed over $80 million.
Hell yeah. I remember it being very popular, because it came out when I was a senior.
Because it was so fucking gross.
It was such a cool
It was an endurance
idea.
test.
It was, I mean, it's just like, it's the most dangerous
The
game.
eyeball part?
Fuck, dude.
The eyeball part?
Spoiler alert.
Ugh.
If
you've never seen it, I mean, you don't know what context it's in.
True, but there are eyeballs in this movie, spoiler alert.
There are human eyeballs in this movie.
There are eyeballs in this movie.
General warning, there's eyeballs.
So, real quick summary, 2 dudes going on, like, your average bro, like, backpacking trip.
Yeah, like your Europe trip. Like, you're not party enough for Cabo. You're, like, more of an intellectual.
Well, yeah, and you're like, yeah, and they go to fucking Amsterdam, and they're with an Icelandic dude, and Eli Roth actually contacted the president of Iceland and asked for a pardon to, like, make sure it was okay to portray Icelanders as, like, sex maniacs, and the, like, president laughed, and he's like,
hell yeah.
He's like, it's a side of Iceland that people don't get to see. Why the fuck not?
Cool.
And when the movie premiered there, him and Quentin Tarantino were made honorary Vikings.
That's fucking dope.
Isn't that so beautiful?
That is beautiful.
I think that's really beautiful. Also, the creepy ass fucking warehouse was part of a working mental asylum.
It was working at the time?
I think they filmed in the Czech Republic, and it's supposed to be Slovakia.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be in Slovakia, but they filmed, so.
And he said he loves working in the Czech Republic.
Because there's no unions, and so that's why the kids could fucking, those are real kids.
Yeah.
They probably are
actually. Fucking, what are they called? The
Bubblegum
gang.
Yep.
They're fucking dicks.
Yeah, they're crazy little motherfuckers.
For sure.
So, also, the movie says that it's based on a true story. And Roth says that he found a Thai website that advertised itself as a murder vacation company. But, although...
anything is based off a true story because the world is fucked up.
Yeah, and it says that users would pay $10,000 to torture and kill people, and there's supposedly a video circulating on the internet, doing it. But Eli and QT have said in interviews that they don't remember.
Yeah, because QT was the producer.
Yeah, of course.
Which is awesome.
But Eli said that while researching murder vacations, he was unable to get a hold of anyone who knew, and then realized that it was probably not in his best interest, and so he decided to stop.
Right.
So now we get to the very teeny but very awesome. So Grindhouse is actually 2 movies. It's Planet Terror.
Yeah, it's Planet Terror.
And then it's Death Proof. And it's
Robert
Rodriguez. Yeah, I like Planet Terror of the 2. And then Quentin Tarantino's. And, but in between the 2, and they're both supposed, and well, the whole thing of, like, a Grindhouse was, like,
such a fucking cool idea.
Yeah, you go to a drive-in theater, and you watch, like, back-to-back. You, like, it was like a multiplex. You would watch back-to-back movies.
Like when you go to a drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
And so, in between these 2 movies, which are 2 feature-length films, they are these, there's 4 or 5 little,
commercials?
Trailers.
Trailers, yeah.
There's Machete, which got turned into a real movie.
Yeah, Machete. I love Danny Trejo so much.
Oh, I know. Danny Trejo is like...
I wish Machete was my uncle.
Me too.
Uncle Machete.
Oh my god. Spoiler alert to the future. Green Inferno. Junie.
Yeah, dog.
I think he is Machete in that movie. I think he's Uncle Machete.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He is.
Machete.
He is.
Machete's...
It's all in the same universe.
Spy tools.
Yeah,
Machete.
So, the second one is Rob Zombie, and it's Werewolf Women of the SS, and it's back to the, 70s Mondo exploitation
Rob Zombie
films.
also in the Splat Pack.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And his wife and Nick Cage are in it, and Nick Cage is ridiculous. And it's supposed to mimic old video nasties of the 70s, like She-Wolf of the SS and Love Camp 7, both of which I've seen, and they're both super gross.
Cool.
The third is Don't by Edgar Wright.
Don't.
It's super funny. It's Ed Arnett just saying don't. It's very funny. But the fourth fake trailer is Eli Roth, and it's Thanksgiving, and it's so fucking funny. He got the idea because, from old holiday themed slashers, the beginning literally starts exactly the fucking, literally the second Halloween movie, almost shot for shot.
Yeah.
And he said that...
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. It's such the perfect horror film voice.
Thanksgiving.
Is that perfect. Good? I mean, it was low.
I can't go that low.
It was
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, we don't got the voices. He and his friend Jeff, every year, they would hope that there would be a Thanksgiving themed horror movie,
right?
And there never was one. Thanksgiving.
The scariest holiday because you have to hang out with your family and pretend like you're thankful for things.
Yeah, you have to pretend like you're thankful when actually you're dying inside.
Exactly.
And, you can't, when you go around the table, you can't be actually, everybody, I'm
Winter
dead.
depression is just about to kick in.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, November.
Everyone's saying what they're thankful for, and then you're taking out, I don't know. So anyhoozle, Ross said that he, worked out this entire movie with his friend Jeff. There'd be a kid who loved his pet turkey, his dad killed it, and then the kid kills his family. It then basically turns into the movie Halloween.
Right.
He was called upon to make the trailer, and he called up Jeff and was like, dude, we get to shoot the best parts of this. And he's like, it's so great shooting
that
this.
That is.
Because he's
so much better.
He's like, it's literally just money. He's like, all I'm doing is shooting money shots.
Well, and how often do you see a trailer for a movie and you're like, holy fuck, and then the actual movie sucks and you're like, I wish I could have only ever just seen the trailer.
Exactly, because it's usually a lot of things that have been pulled because they have
Trailers
to fucking...
just make your ass go thump. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
A good trailer when you're like, that's so young. It's
I miss Harry Potter trailers more than anything.
Yes.
Harry Potter trailers were always the
hey, the Fantastic Beasts movies.
True. It just doesn't get my pussy as wet. You know what I mean?
Dude, have you seen the new one?
Maybe no, but I still haven't seen the new movie. I know.
Holly.
I know. I'm not real.
Holly,
dude, I'm fake. I know I'm fake.
Is that you?
I'm been taken over by a robot. So actually, just Thanksgiving, the trailer alone almost got the entire Grindhouse movie an NC-7 rating. Because I don't want to give anything away, but there is
that movie's been out for 10 years.
Well, there's a trampoline scene that is wow, wow, wow. Yeah. And there's a bunch of decapitations.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, it's
movie.
So fucking the best part in the entire world.
Go watch it after this.
Yeah, just go watch it. Honestly, I could.
Is the whole thing on Netflix?
I don't know if the whole thing is.
It's got to be on something.
But no. Literally, YouTube Thanksgiving movie trailer.
No, I want to watch the entire fucking Grindhouse.
Oh, the whole thing. Morgan is just yawning at my face. There's
bored with you.
There's also the last trailer is Hobo with a Shotgun, and they also made that. Okay, so Morgan, my question to you is: if there was a holiday-themed movie, which holiday would you like the horror holiday movie?
One they haven't already done because they've pretty much done everything.
Just Gary Marshall it. What holiday do you want? Valentine's Day.
I do love the movie Valentine.
You can't take that one. It can't be one that's already been done.
How about a good Arbor Day?
Ooh, and all the trees are fucking with all the big.
It's
companies.
basically like that one scene in Evil Dead, but constantly.
So it's I think
Killer
it's
trees.
Fern Gully.
Trees are just fucking people and stabbing them in the eyes and slapping girls on the butt with their fucking.
Oh yeah, it's all those
tree limbs.
Ooh, it's all those mean trees from the Wizard of Oz. That part was terrifying.
Yeah,
that part always scared the fuck out of me.
I'm thinking of another thing with scary trees.
Oh,
the
you
one
mean
in
fucking Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Those trees are like, fuck.
Trees are like scary.
Trees are like real scary.
They're like really tall.
They're so fucking tall. So anyway, I think I would do President's Day. And then I'd have all the presidents come back to life.
Cool. Oh my god, zombie president.
No, they wouldn't be zombies.
Movie.
No, they would just
make that movie, someone. No, I'm going to.
Me, I did it. I call it.
It's a horror movie, and it's all the presidents come back to life and just start murdering people.
No, exactly.
Holy shit.
Like, you have Abraham Lincoln fucking throwing people because he actually fucking did that.
Yeah, because even though they were a good person when they were alive, they're shitty now because they're the undead.
William Taft is, like, killing people because he's so fat. Like, he just, like, fucking, like, sits on them and shit.
Oh my god. And they look like they did in all of their headshots that we see.
Yeah,
like, that's exactly what they look like. So some of them look like paintings.
So some of them, some of them look like dollar bills.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln is just a copper man.
Yeah, he's just a big penny.
He's like those guys you see
killing
in Times
people,
Square.
like flattening people, just landing on them.
What is this podcast even about?
Holly, do you know what one of my biggest pet peeves is?
Is it when Tuesday starts eating her food loudly right as we're about to start recording the podcast every week?
Yeah, but also, you know, like when your headphones or your earbuds or whatever get all tangled up and there's a million little knots and you can't get them out?
I hate that too, which is why I've been loving our new Studio Bluetooth headphones. Even the cord they do provide if you don't feel like using Bluetooth isn't one of those skinny little cords that get tangled super duper easy. Everything about the Studio design is a sleek and unbelievably streamlined process.
Studio was inspired by the beauty and vibrance of Stockholm, Sweden, and they believe remaining true to their Scandinavian roots is what has helped get them where they are today.
Studio wants to revolutionize the way consumers see headphones and earbuds, not just as a tech device, but also as a gorgeous accessory that you'll be proud to wear out and about.
I know, I've already taken several cute photos with my headphones. Holly and I both got the Regent on-ear model, and we also both got the really cute marble interchangeable caps that they provide. And people keep coming up to me asking me where I've got them because they don't look like any other headphone really out there, like on the market right now.
No, same here. They're definitely a piece of art, and you can wear them around, and as an artist, I'm obsessed. Their minimalistic look is very cute.
Studio also has smaller earbuds like their tray design that are amazing for working out. They're sweat-proof, and they have custom wingtips so they fit very securely around your ear.
What the frick are you waiting for? Go to their website, studio.com, to get your first pair of headphones or earbuds, and if you use our promo code, The Sisters Grimm, that's with 2 M's, you'll get 15% off.
That's right, The Sisters Grimm, 2 M's for 15% off your entire order today.
So we're at Hostel 2.
Hostel 2 is one of my favorite movies.
I like Hostel 2.
I kind of like it more than the first one
I
because
stole it from Blockbuster.
You find out so much more about the inner workings.
Exactly. Elite hunting.
It's so cool.
And you have to get a cool-ass dog tattoo.
Yeah, you gotta get one of those fucking tattoos. I kind of want to get one.
I would get it on my fucking ass. Let's both get it and make people think that we're in it.
Okay, let's get... No, I don't want to get a matching butt tattoo.
No, well, we won't put them on our butt. Well,
yeah, I don't know why I instantly went there.
Well, it doesn't have to... I mean, that's just where I automatically go.
I guess.
I mean, we're...
I just love
on
that
our wrist,
movie.
On our wrist, like, the stupid, like, I mean, like, I'm not shaming anyone, so I'm just not going to say anything.
You have a wrist tattoo.
No, but I mean, like, people, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to offend anybody.
Anyways, so Hostel 2 is basically Hostel 1 but with girls. And it's a lot scarier to be in a European country as a lady.
It is. Well, actually, Eli made it because the third movie, or I mean, the first movie received criticism for, like, showing so much gratuitous, like, naked women that in the second one he wanted to show a lot of naked men.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot of naked women too, though.
Well, yeah, but like the fucking the main girl is like a fucking badass,
and you don't ever see the main girl naked.
No,
Lauren German is her name.
The dude
she's really good.
Who like is because it's just such a crazy thing. So it's basically this. They like rich people bid on people.
Yeah, they show the bidding, which is fucking crazy.
That's what
You find out that people from the first movie that you think are just kind of like village idiots are totally in on it.
Yeah. It's like going back and watching the first movie knowing what everything is, but like getting to see it actually. It's like, you know, Lion King 1.5.
Exactly.
Where it's like from the point of view.
Heather Matarazzo's in it.
Yeah,
from
Princess
fucking
Diaries,
Princess
bitch.
Diaries. She is such a badass.
See, okay, my only ish with these movies is that I do like them a lot, but I cannot watch I cannot.
You don't like watching people be tortured.
Listen to it. I can watch it. I watch on mute.
I love that, like, Elizabeth Bathory scene.
Ew, no, I can't do it. I can't do it because of her.
Well, so what's crazy is in that movie, how good of an actress she is. She would do, like, yoga every day so that she could actually be up in that contraption like that. Because that's fucking crazy for your body to be able to do. And so she was a fucking badass because she could totally do it. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm cool.
That's awesome.
She, like, trained herself.
That's really cool.
And then she was still able to, like, act and, like, be that crazy and, like, crying while also, like, you know. It's fucking cool.
That really changes that scene for me, Morgan. Because I usually mute it because I can't handle...
That was probably, like, one of the funnest things she's ever done as an actress.
I'm such a bitch. I'm sorry. I don't like people saying, like, ouch, and please don't kill me.
No, that's
and,
good that you're saying that, because I bet you she would take that as a huge compliment.
Oh, yeah.
That scene really affected you.
Oh, my God. It's so visceral. I think those movies make, like, darn I say, make me feel yucky.
Well, I hate the part where she fucking, like, cuts the dude's dick off and then gives it to the dog.
Spoiler alert, dick gets cut off. Spoiler alert, he was the singing voice of Hercules.
I don't know his name, but...
who cares? His dick gets cut off.
I just love
and Victor Crumb
Phillips' hair. Yeah, Victor Crumb!
So, okay, it's actually a huge deal. Victor Crumb gets actually bought by Rogerio Diodaro.
Yeah, who made Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, and he fucking eats them alive, and it's super fucking...
That's what's so cool about that movie is you get to see different torture rooms. I know that fucks you up, but I'm into it. Not like actually literally into it, but like movie aesthetically.
I like can appreciate it a lot, but I already have like a Tum Tum sitch right now.
Yeah, you do have a Tum Tum sitch.
And so it's
we had Pizza Hut.
It's really and like I'm trying so hard to let it not affect me because I love fucking stuffed crust and I don't want to have like a negative association with
then
it.
Let's move into even grosser stuff.
Yeah. Totally. So
more on Hostel 2?
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say for a second there was a third Hostel made in 2011.
But he had no affiliation with it, like you said. He doesn't do. Even though I think a good good trilogy can really just hit you right in the puss. You know what I'm saying?
A really good one can. I mean, I don't know about you, but
trilogy.
I loved
a trilogy.
Return of the Jedi, but I was also at a young, impressionable age.
Yeah,
so
well, plus it's not a trilogy anymore because so many have happened.
Yeah, so, but technically it's the original trilogy.
True.
So, also, he didn't direct it, but he was an Inglourious Basterds as the Bear Jew.
Sergeant Donnie Donowitz.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to say that the Bear Jew is my type to a T.
Oh, yeah, no, I love a swarthy, heavily browed man. He gained a bunch of weight for the movie. Spoiler alert, Eli kills
Hitler!
Yeah. Blast him to fucking just like...
That's like maybe the best role you can play. Especially because the guy they got to play Hitler in that movie looks identical to him.
I'm like, are you Hitler?
If you haven't seen Inglourious Basterds, what the fuck? The milk scene?
Shut up. That's like the first 5 seconds of the movie.
And it changes me every time I see it. Cool. It changes me a little bit.
This is why all of Quentin Tarantino's movies take place in an alternate universe where everything is more graphic because Hitler was killed in such a violently graphic way.
Right, but in real life he killed himself.
Which is why, maybe, allegedly, which is why the world is so much more violent in Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
And they're so bloody and they also include a lot of the same characters, so... That's cool. So then he made the Green Inferno.
Well, wait, before Green Inferno, Hemlock Grove.
Oh yeah, he
Hemlock Grove was before. I mean, now there are literally hundreds of Netflix originals, but like there was a time when there was 4 Netflix originals, and it was House of Cards. It was, I forget what the other one was. House of Cards, but Hemlock Grove was one of them. Mm-hmm. And it came out when I was in college. No, Orange is the New Black came a little after. Like, after they perfected it. Because, like, Hemlock Grove isn't the best. But he directed the first episode, which is my favorite episode. It has zaddy-ass Bill Skarsgård, who played Pennywise in the new
We all know you finger yourself to a hand.
Dating. But, his girlfriend, or his now wife, is, like, she gets murdered instantly in the first episode of that show.
Damn.
So if you like her, don't watch that show, because she dies in the first, 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Her name is it's something Lorenzo.
Yeah, she's Chilean.
Chilean, yeah.
She's very pretty.
She's
a gorgeous woman.
Yeah. Hemlock Grove, give it a watch on Netflix. It's, if you're really into, like, the Edward Jacob thing, werewolf, vampire kind of lifestyle, but then also some other weird fucking shit in there, too.
You know, you either die in Team Edward or you live long enough to be a Team Jacob.
To realize that Jacob got fat.
I would wait. Fucking Edward is a goddamn sociopath.
No.
Yeah. And Jacob is at a much more reasonable age for Bella as a human being.
Well, for sure.
Edward is literally like 100 years old. I don't care if he in the packaging of a hottie 17-year-old. That man in his hundreds.
Too.
He knows too much.
True.
He know too much. There is no way. Like, I realize that, like, people can be, like, old souls or whatever. Like, I'm, like, a really old soul.
I was an old soul. I was an only child, so I only hung out with my parents' friends.
I went to a psychic, and they said that I had an old soul, and I immediately was like, everything you say to me is shit now, because you
don't have an old soul?
I mean, no, that's such a bullshit thing to say. Like, I have the soul. I don't.
You have a soul.
I don't really believe in souls.
Don't talk about my soul. So should we get into Green Inferno?
Satan, yeah, sure. Why not? It came out in 2013. It only got a fucking 35 on Rotten Tomatoes, but like I really, really, really like it because I like it's an homage to back to Ruggiero Deodato.
Yeah, I mean it's literally just like
it's cannibal. Well, no,
it's just him jizzing all over Cannibal Holocaust.
No, it's so much different. The other one has so much more violence.
You know what I mean.
But I mean, yeah,
that's why. Like, I thought it was going to be so much gorier, and it was, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I went into it with very, very high expectations, and I thought it was pretty good. Except,
I did too. I thought it was great.
I mean, the first time I saw it, I was at that one really big theater downtown that has the bowling alley, and I think I got a little too drunk because I think I blacked.
Yourself?
No, I was on a date.
Oh, you blocked. Oh, yeah, you told me this.
Yeah, because
because you were like, I saw it, but I don't remember. And I was like, what?
Yeah, we were watching because when we were watching it together, I was like, well, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah,
and also like the singer Sky Ferreira is in it, and I was like super excited because I was like really into her then. I loved her one song.
I've always been really into fucking what's his face.
Yeah,
Junie.
Yeah, he's good. It's like, so it's basically, I mean, it has different plot. It's not like scene for scene, shot for shot, Cannibal Holocaust, because it has a slightly different plot line. But it's not as, I don't know if it's found footagey, but.
No, it's not found footagey.
What's cool about it, though, is that they were in Peru and they found this tribe because they were just going down the river, and Eli found them, and he was like, that's so cool. And when he first like approached them to ask them if they like would want to be in his movie,
they'd never heard of a movie.
They didn't even have the concept of what a movie had been.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, because when he saw them, he was like, and what made him realize they were perfect was that they had no running water and that they had absolutely no electricity.
Yeah, and
they had never been filmed by Westerners before.
They had never been filmed.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I mean, like, that doesn't mean, like, you know, no one ever is saying, like, that means that you're a cannibal. They're just like,
no.
People living their lives.
They were just living. That's just a really cool, fucking unique way to live.
It's just like a cool
in the year of 2013.
But I do think it's kind of funny that, like, in order to give them an idea of what a movie was, he showed them Cannibal Holocaust.
Because he's literally like, this is what it's going to look like.
Well, but yeah, but
he didn't want to, like, lie to them and be like, hey, this is Shrek.
Well, but
This
like,
is a movie.
but they thought it was a comedy and laughed,
Yeah.
which is sort of like whatever.
Do they even know what a comedy is at that point?
No, they don't know. Like,
They just were laughing during it?
Maybe they were just like
Maybe
really,
because they thought it looked so bad.
I mean, maybe, or like, well, no, they like don't even. They're like, wait, is this a talkie? I don't know. But so in this movie, you know, since it's the year 2013, at this time everyone's on their cell phone.
Right.
It's like millennials. They get arrested for trespassing. Get on a plane to go home. Plane crashes.
Yeah, dude.
They get captured, and some cannibal shit happens.
It's fucking crazy.
Roth only agreed to hire actors.
I feel like it's new enough that we shouldn't give too much away.
I know. These are just little trivias. Because it's really gross. Maybe not a lot of people would like it, but I really like
I liked
Holocaust.
it, and I don't really like gross out films.
And it is one of the only, like, in this genre of, like, mondo horror kind of exploitation movies of cannibals that does not depict an actual animal dying, or an animal dying at all, actually.
There's no animals dying in it?
Nope.
Interesting.
The dog doesn't die.
I guess there isn't, yeah.
But he only agreed to hire actors who said that they would be willing to be vaccinated for yellow fever, would be willing to live in a hot climate for several weeks without any running water, meaning they would have to shit outside.
Yep.
And once the crew and cast went back to America, they were all treated for parasites, and a bunch of people got sick.
I bet.
And a lot of people also got sick while watching this movie and threw up and fainted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, again, a huge compliment.
And that happens a lot. And it's so cool because, like, it's like a homage to him throwing up to aliens.
Yeah, he used to throw up to horror movies.
Yeah, and, like, although a lot of people don't like this, Stephen King gave him a glowing praise.
Aww.
And saying that it reminded him of when he would go to old grindhouse, like, movies.
Cool.
Which, like,
It's a
that's
huge
super
compliment.
cool. He also, though, disclosed in an interview that after filming in Peru, the tribe offered a 2-year-old child to the production designer.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Who politely declined the offer. She's like, I'm good.
I'm okay, thank you.
Thanks. I don't want this, like, really big responsibility.
I don't want a baby, I'm okay.
So now we get to, I don't know where you are at your notes, but
Knock,
are we
knock.
at... Knock, knock.
Are we at...
Little knocks. Can I, like, give you, like, I lied to you, but you're probably going to get mad at me because you're already kind of mad at me.
What do you mean?
I told you I heard this movie was good, I think, and I knew it wasn't.
Had you seen it?
No, but I knew that it had a 35 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
But hey, sometimes things can have a 35 and they're still fucking good. I don't take that too hard.
No,
usually.
I mean, you know what else has a 35? Fucking The Green Inferno, and
yeah.
I love that movie. It's about a devoted father who helps 2 stranded young women who knock on his door. Ugh, I get it.
It's Keanu Reeves, and it's just some of the worst acting I've ever seen.
Also, speaking of Danny Trejo, and if you've ever listened to the How Did This Get Made podcast, and I think I've talked about this before, that Keanu Reeves is like one of the scariest people Danny Trejo says he's ever met.
Yeah.
And he's been to fucking San Quentin. Yeah. So yeah, go watch Knock Knock or Not.
Don't watch Knock Knock. It's like
we're Siskel and
it's
Ebert.
so bizarre.
I
so
say
it's like
not to Knock Knock.
It's just weird. Like there's literally a part in the movie where he's trying to smoke a bowl with a Zippo lighter. Like no. And also he's supposed to be like he's like this older dude, and these 2 girls show up and they're all wet and their phones don't work, so they need to call like an Uber, and so he calls them an Uber and it takes forever. And so they're like, can we dry our clothes? And he's like, I guess. And he's just so like douchey and creepy.
Would you have rather it turned into Human Centipede?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
And you hate that movie.
I mean, the first one's not the worst. It's not the best. But I would not recommend that movie to people with eyes.
People with...
I'm sorry.
To anyone.
Eli.
Sorry about it.
It's visually stunning.
That's nice.
And
that's
I'll
like,
even be real enough to say that I didn't finish it.
It's cool. Also to the Cabin Fever also got a remake that he was only credited because he was
He came up with the general
original
concept. Yeah, I know. And that movie is literally shot for fucking shot. I don't know why they did that.
No, Cabin
It's really
and
random.
it got the coveted 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, because it's unoriginal.
No.
And the acting's not good.
It's real bad. It's like really bad. Speaking of remakes, unfortunately, his Death Wish is not doing so well.
It just came out, yeah?
It's got a 17. It's a remake of a pretty
it just
good movie.
came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got only a 17.
Brucey's in it.
Yeah, I saw Bruce was in it.
Yeah.
He also has another new movie coming out called The House with a Clock in Its Walls, and that looks really cool.
That looks cool. It kind of, and I was reading kind of about it that it's like more kind of for like kids, and like Jack Black is going to be in it.
I'll watch fucking anything with Jack Black.
Kate Blanchett, motherfucking Kyle MacLachlan. Are you kidding
It looks
me?
like it's going to be fucking good, dude.
Yeah, it's like about a little young orphan boy.
Yeah,
it sounds fun.
So, honorable mentions. He also was in the movie Piranha 3D. He was the host of the Wet T-shirt contest.
I think he produced the movie.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And also one of those guys from the Splat Pack made that movie.
Yeah. He also had a lot to do with the movie Clown that kind of came out not that long ago.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
And the movie Aftershock, which one time me and Mike thought we were starting to watch that, and instead it was this horrible movie about a huge earthquake that happened in Japan, and it was dark.
It was dark. Oh boy.
It was like children being like crushed under things for like days. I wouldn't recommend that Aftershock.
That sounds terrifying.
It was a lot.
That's scary. At one point, he was supposed to make a movie called The Cell, based off of a Stephen King book.
Yeah.
But it never happened. I think we talked about it a little bit in the zombie movie, because that's kind of what it is. He's also won a horror award, and in 2006, he was inducted into the Fangoria Hall of Fame.
And he was inducted after only having 2 movies come out.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy.
Cabin Fever was a big deal.
Well, and Hostel was such a big deal.
Yeah, those were 2 major movies.
Probably definitely his highest.
Because you were what, junior
rated.
High? You were junior high when it came out? Was it booming?
When both of them. I was really young when Cabin Fever came out. I didn't see it until years after.
No, I meant Hostel.
Hostel probably came out when I was in like the 7th grade.
Yeah, I remember it was a big old deal. So, yeah, that's been our Eli Roth episode.
Yeah, we love him.
We heart him.
We heart him.
I hope he makes more movies like The Green Inferno.
So,
I love him.
Yeah.
Hit us up on podcast.
Hit us up. Hit us up.
So we're
This is a podcast. So speaking of this being a podcast, we are, like we've been saying for a really long time, starting a Patreon page.
We swear probably. And no, but like we have an incentive.
No, but
finally.
like we promise.
No, but like we're for real this time. But we have an incentive, and it's going to be little mini episodes.
Mini episodes and trinkets.
Yep, just fun little stuff for you guys.
So
Minisodes will just be about like little things.
It'll just be random shit, and we're not going to tell you what it is.
No, you don't get to know.
It's going to be a secret surprise.
It's going to be a surprise. So love you guys. Have a good week.
Have a good year.
Yeah, we'll see you next year. We're taking a really long break. We're gonna go surfing.